So the best way to get to this site is head via the ancient spire of Nomad Highlands fast travel. And as you'll see here on the map, it's just down below. It's actually in Umber Hollow. And there's a location very close to it called Jasper Isles. What you'll probably need to do before heading anywhere else in sight is to actually clear out the shroud route that is there, as it's really far into the shroud and you don't end up with much time to get all of the way back. As we're flying over now, you'll see there is an entry to get into the shroud, but it takes a heck of a long time to get back there, and you can actually teleport out once you've cleared the shroud route as well. As you can see here, there's tons of places to hide up high, and you can actually cheese all the enemies from up there as well. So it makes it pretty easy to clear the area out, but there's not a lot of really high level enemies down there at all, as you'll see. There are actually a whole host of lore pages that are in this section here. There are a few enemies that are pretty well hidden around here. They are level 18 as well, so if you are very early in game, it may be a little difficult for you to get through this particular section. And in terms of location and what is close by here, if you head just down here, you'll see that this is actually the location of the smithing tools. And there's a handy little chest that's right there as well. And there's also a timer reset which is available right here as well. And the next piece of lore that you're looking for is actually downstairs in this particular area here. You'll see it here. Scavengers, sister, where are you, my sister? It's just through the door. Alright, so part 2 here is a bit of a tricky one to get to. You're going to need to be a fair amount through the game to actually be able to do this. We are currently at my home base at the Pillars of Creation, so you're going to have to come up possibly and launch from the ancient Spire of Springlands. Go north through the Glimmer Rock Mine and then make your way along from the pillars down to there. Alright, so where we're headed to from my main base here is down south. And the place that we're looking for to get to, I've put a little custom marker down here. It's basically at the bottom of the second of the Pillars of Creation. If you're coming along, you'll probably be coming along the path that's just to the left hand side here. I'll just stop here to illustrate where you'll be coming from. You'll either be coming from the far right hand side of the map along just above my head here, or you'll be coming along from the top and coming down and walking along through this particular path along here. Now where we're headed to is first of all, we're headed to the spot that's on the map, and just ahead of me to the left there, you'll also see just above my head there, that's Surat's Rest, and that's where we're going to be headed to, where number 2 is. Now, as you'll see as well, for the lore page for number 3, it's down on the ground level, so you don't need to worry about being up high or anything like that. You can basically walk along that path that's down there and get into Raven's Keep. So what I'll do is I will take care of all the enemies that are down there right now, and then we'll show you exactly where the page is. So what's going to need to happen here is you're going to have to go through and solve a couple of the puzzles and kill about 10 enemies along the way. I've already done this just to make things a little bit easier and so that you can understand things a little better here. What will happen is once you get down to the bottom of the keep here, you'll reach a room that has cells on either end and a set of stairs directly in front of you. You can just head up the stairs here the way I'm going and you'll see a cell right on the end. And if you look on this table right here in front of you, you'll see page 3, Scavengers, Sister, I will reach you. And as we mentioned in the journal, I will reach you, page 3 there. Now from here you can head off and go further south and do page 2. You can also get Lupa's Scalper from here, which is a melee weapon if you don't have it as well, and it's literally a couple of meters from where we were just a moment ago. Now we're going to head further down south towards Surat's Rest to get the second page and complete the set. So in terms of making your way into Surat's Rest as well, the best way possible is to make your way along the bridge, which is what we'll do, and I'm going to have to see you in a minute because there's a lot of enemies that I'm going to have to kill along the way, so we'll see you back in a minute. Alright, so now that we've made our way into Surat's Rest, where we were looking over before is just above my head there. We came from up the top there where my base is, and as I was mentioning before, you cannot get up the cliff. It's a tiny little bit above my head where you can't get up the cliff and make your way along to there and then to that bridge there, unfortunately. So as I said, you had to come from the north or way over from the far right hand side of the map. So what you can do when you actually reach here, you can't skirt around the outside because as I mentioned, there are a ton of enemies in here. There's a ton of loot in here and a ton of activities to do in here as well. But if you're looking to only sort of get this lore page ticked off and you were coming back here, because as you know, the enemies spawn back every time you're in game. You can come around the outside of Surat's Rest here. One of the places I'd mention to stop along the way is just here, because there's a silver chest here. And the place that we're looking for is just down underneath me here. And if you skirt around the very far side, that's where we are here. And if we headed in there, that would be the Scavenger arena where the boss fight happens. And the place we're looking for is right here. Sister, a note to Kendall. And that's page 2. And as you'll see on the map, it's right there on the map. Alright, and now that we've got the second page there from Surat's Rest, if we go into the journal here and look under the Scavengers lore, you'll see all 3 pages are complete. And that's it. Alright, well, once again, thanks for watching. I really do appreciate that. And we'll see you next time on Glitch Gaming.